Remarkable. I never dreamed to find your city so changed.
Well, 20 years will do that.
Has it been only 20?
Did you know that the actor who portrays Elrond in The Lord of the Rings of Power is of Spanish descent and studied at the prestigious Juilliard School? That's right. Robert Aramayo, the rising star behind one of Middle-earth's most iconic characters, has quite the backstory himself. But how did this English actor go from Hull to Hollywood, and what makes him perfect for the role of Elrond? Today on Famous Life, we'll dive into Robert Aramayo's incredible journey, from his humble beginnings to becoming a fantasy icon. Stay tuned. Robert Aramayo was born on November 6, 1992 in the historic port city of Hull, England. Despite his modest upbringing, Aramayo had big dreams early on. At just 7 years old, he caught the acting bug when he landed the role of Bugsy Malone in a primary school play. That was the moment he realized his passion for performing. By the age of 10, Aramayo had joined the Hull Truck Youth Center, where he regularly performed in about 3 plays a year. His commitment to the craft, even at such a young age, laid the groundwork for his eventual career in acting. Interestingly enough, his older sister Laura also pursued acting and studied at the Oxford School of Drama, so it seems talent runs deep in the Aramayo family. While Hull may have been his starting point, it didn't take long for Robert to set his sights on something bigger. After attending Hull's White College, he earned a place at the world-renowned Juilliard School in New York City in 2011. Attending Juilliard would mark a turning point in his career, giving him the training and platform to break into the acting world. Juilliard is known for producing some of the world's greatest actors, and it became the perfect training ground for Robert. While there, he honed his acting skills and took on challenging roles, including his performance as Alex, the lead character in a production of Clockwork Orange. His portrayal of the intense and often disturbing character of Alex earned him attention and paved the way for his first professional role. In 2012, Robert made his film debut in Lost in Florence, an Italian-American romantic drama set in Florence, Italy. While this was a small project, it marked the beginning of Aramayo's professional career, and it wasn't long before much bigger roles came his way. Robert Aramayo's big break came when he was cast as young Eddard Stark in the Game of Thrones during its 6th season in 2016. For Game of Thrones fans, this was a dream come true, seeing the younger version of one of the show's most beloved characters. Portraying a younger version of Sean Bean's iconic character was no small feat, but Aramayo delivered a performance that helped flesh out the backstory of Ned Stark. This role catapulted him into the spotlight and made him a recognizable face among Game of Thrones enthusiasts. It also opened doors to new and exciting opportunities in TV and film. After his Game of Thrones success, Aramayo expanded his range by taking on the role of William S. Harley in Harley and the Davidsons. The Discovery Channel miniseries aired in 2016 and explored the history behind the founder of legendary motorcycle company Harley-Davidson. Aramayo played William Harley, one of the co-founders of the brand, showcasing his ability to play real-life historical figures. Later that year, Aramayo also appeared in the critically acclaimed film Nocturnal Animals, alongside a star-studded cast like Amy Adams and Jake Gyllenhaal. His role may have been smaller, but it allowed him to demonstrate his versatility and work alongside top-tier talent. His filmography continued to grow with roles in projects like The Empty Man, The Incident at Sparrow Creek, and Eternal Beauty. In 2021, Aramayo took on the role of Rob in Netflix's psychological thriller Behind Her Eyes. The series quickly gained a huge following for its dark, twisted plot and shocking ending. Aramayo's character was pivotal to the story's suspense, and his performance brought an unsettling intensity to the screen. This role gave him the chance to explore darker, more complex characters, further showing his range as an actor. Well, perhaps Aramayo's most significant role to date is Elrond in Amazon's The Lord of the Rings of Power. Cast in 2020 under the codename Beldor before his true character was revealed, Aramayo was stepping into the shoes of an iconic character, previously portrayed by Hugo Weaving in Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings trilogy. Set during the Second Age of Middle-earth, the Rings of Power takes place thousands of years before the events of Lord of the Rings. This gives Aramayo the chance to show a younger, less experienced Elrond, a character destined to become one of the most powerful and wise figures of Middle-earth. Taking on such a legendary character in one of the most beloved fantasy universes is no small task, but Aramayo's experience in fantasy roles like Game of Thrones prepared him well. His portrayal of Elrond has been met with excitement and anticipation from fans of Tolkien's work. And with Amazon's massive production backing the show, it's set to be a career-defining role for Aramayo. So what's next for Robert Aramayo with his impressive resume? With his impressive resume, which includes Game of Thrones, Behind Her Eyes, The Rings of Power, and more, Robert is clearly a force to be reckoned with in the entertainment world. As he continues to take new roles on and evolve as an actor, there's no doubt we'll see even more exciting performances from him in the years to come. His journey from a young boy performing in Hull to starring in major Hollywood productions is nothing short of inspiring. And that's a wrap on today's episode of Famous Life. What do you think of Robert Aramayo's portrayal of Elrond in The Lord of the Rings of Power? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite actors. Leave a comment telling us who we should feature next. Thanks for watching.